chamber also urged the federal government to collaborate to
The Senate have cried out again. They are the only thing that is their problem now is to extradite Simon Ekpa. Because each time Nigerian state is not planning on how to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are planning on how to kidnap Simon Ekpa. They are planning on how to kidnap Biafrans. They are planning on how to hurt one person or the other. That is what they have been doing. And we want to look into what is their interest, what is it they want to protect. What is this thing that they are protecting in Nigeria? Because for them to be crying out, oh, Simon Ekpa need to be extradited for him to come and face the full wrath of the law, you will ask, what did Simon Ekpa do? Is Simon Ekpa a drug lord? The answer is no. Is Simon Ekpa a criminal? The answer is no. Did Simon Ekpa steal Nigeria money? The answer is no. Did Simon Ekpa eat any money that was given for contract? The answer is no. Did Simon Ekpa eat any road contract money? The answer is no. Did Simon Ekpa carry one of their wives? The answer is no. But why did you need Simon Ekpa to be extradited? That is what we are going to point out for you in this very broadcast this evening. That is what we're going to point out for you. There's a video here that you're going to listen to, but let's do well to share this program. Just give me a minute. Let me send this to the X space. So if you look at the stream, you're welcome, everyone that is there. You're welcome. I salute each and every of you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. You're welcome. Let's stay here for like 40 minutes before our Prime Minister will finally come
Ekpa also urged the federal government
to the X space. Then we'll join him immediately. In as much as we'll still link it here on the studio, but we'll join him on X space to ask him some questions, to listen to him, and know what he have for us, because he always have something for the Biafrans. So why is it that the federal government is desperate to extradite a man that has done nothing? Why people that needed to be extradited to the United States, they have a Bakari that needed to be extradited to um, um, United States. They have Tifnubu that needed to be extradited to United States. They have all of them in the Senate, many of them that cannot travel to United States, that have bribed their way out. They all need to be extradited to the United States. Why they don't want to extradite themselves? They're only going after a man that have done them nothing. They're only going after a man that have done them nothing. Simple, because this man is saying that their criminality in Nigeria, that the Biafrans can no longer endure the excruciating the pain that they are receiving in Nigeria, just to keep Nigeria as one. You will believe it with me that the vice president has turned around. Shetima has turned around to say that today is no longer the Igbos, that is no longer interested in making the Igbos irrelevant in Nigeria, that without the Southeast, Nigeria cannot stand. But the same people that know that without the Southeast, that Nigeria cannot stand, they are crying on daily basis about sit at home. They've been talking about the Southeast economy, the Nigerian economy, every economy. And I've been pondering, I've been thinking, what is it all about this economy? Because the economy that I know, economy of Nigeria that I know, is not favoring anybody. So it's only those that the economy is actually favoring. They are the ones that are crying the most. They are the ones that are crying on top of their voice, because they want the status quo that made it possible that what you're looking at on the screen is possible today will continue unabated. Remember what we listened to yesterday, this morning, and yesterday night. What the governor of Edo State said. This is the evidence of what governor of Edo State said. 30 billion allowance. Akpabio makes a U-turn, apologize to governors. Akpabio again, out of the art of God, God pulled it out from his mouth and he aired it out that the 30 billion has been mapped out for the governors just for their weekend. And the governors frowned at what he said, because it will open the eyes of the people to know that they are actually sharing money. But I've already said it last year, that what you guys do is to go to Abuja, you share money, you come back. Akpabio has proven that in several occasions. The other day is the senators, 30 million. This one is 30 billion. In a situation where you're complaining that they are providing, the custom is offering you 10 kg rice and you have to use 10,000 to come. And with other things, unseen things that are surrounding it, expenses that you're going to do to get 10,000 back.
about that. We are welcome now. We are back. We are back. The network have not been fair to us, but I know very soon it will stop. Very soon we are seriously doing something about it to see if the system will be upgraded
Also
and
urged the
that all these things will stop. We'll no longer be having this back and forth brokers. So what am I saying? The only crime that Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed, and every other person that are propagating for the freedom of the Biafrans, the only crime they have committed is that they are trying to disintegrate where these few individuals that find themselves in the Senate, that find themselves as governors, that find themselves as local government chairman, that find themselves in one prastata, in one office or the other in the Nigerian sector. The only problem that these men and women are causing for them is that they want to remove this money that they all normally share every month. They want to stop them from sharing money, because once you remove Nigeria, there will no longer be a platform. There will no longer be a table where they will sit and share money. Nigeria is the only table that is enabling these people, these heartless individuals. This is the Nigeria that is enabling them to have a platform to sit and share money. If not, without Nigeria, there will be nowhere the governors will sit and the Senate president will share 30 billion to them. These people, money is not, if you're talking about 1 million, it's like you're talking about 50 kobo to a poor man. Even that, they are talking about 50 kobo to a poor man. Is even more lower than 50 kobo to them. These are the people that are representing you. And the only thing they care about is how to extradite Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa is there in Finland. Go and extradite him. Go and extradite him. You have done everything. Call the ambassador of Finland to disturb that young lady for a very long time. You have called the government. You have called everybody, because Finland is a democratic nation, a democratic country that don't want to soil his hand with your dirty and bloody money. You have offered all the money in the world and they rejected it. That's why you now cry out that Finland should do the needful, that Mazi Simon Ekpa is destabilizing Nigeria. You're crying about the economy of Nigeria that you've not been able to fix for 50-something years. For 50-something years. You've not been able to build a viable economy. And those people that stood up and say we cannot continue in this shenanigan, where we'll be talking about going in circles, talking about one thing for decades. That is time we'll move to our nation to develop it by ourselves. And they are seeing it how it's working. That is why in the next 20 minutes, I think I will be out from here. So let's go straight to the video. Let's play this video so that you will see what those you call your senator are saying. And you will now compare it with the things you're seeing here and you will now know who are the people actually saying the truth. Who are the people saying the truth? Is it this Umefulefu that are saying the truth? Or who are the people saying the truth? Listen to the video.
Urged the federal government to collaborate to the National Assembly. The Nigerian Senate has condemned in totality the sit-at-home order imposed on states in the southeast region.
That is the only place you see brown envelope journalism. This lady here, that because he can lie, she can lie. She can be paid to overturn like what he's just saying now. The sit at home that had been imposed. Imposed by who? You said you're a governor, you said you're a senator, you said you're this, you're on ground, and somebody is over 1,000,000 miles, over 1,000,000 miles away from you. And he was in that 1,000,000 miles away imposing sit at home. Did your brain, didn't you need your brain to be checked? Is your brain, didn't you need your brain to, you need your brain to be checked, honestly. Because sometimes you guys come up and start speaking without actually sitting down to ponder on the things that you guys are saying. You are a sitting governor, the chief security of your state. You are a senator. You are this, you are that. And somebody is somewhere imposing sit at home, like you said. That means you are a failed, you guys have failed even before you assumed office. Biafrans are sitting at home at their own will. You will use what that happened when you are pushing them. You're saying Biafrans are not protesting. Why are they not protesting? Is it not all of us that are hungry? All of us are not hungry. That is just the truth. And that is why you see Biafrans sitting at a place and cook nkwobi and they were eating. That is how they do sit at home. Nobody is imposing it on them. They have that day as a day to enjoy themselves and protest for the release, unconditional release of their leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. To demand for the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and for referendum that the Biafrans has already started conducting their self-referendum. So the sit at home is a referendum on its own, because all these people that are these people, like, they go to school, but school did not pass through them. That's why they cannot differentiate between the will of the people and the dictatorship that they themselves are in. Let her report the truth now to see if she will go back to his house, to her house. Let her just report what is the truth now. Let's see if she can make it to her house. That is how because the Nigerian state will threaten you with fire and brimstone. That is why even one of their senators said, if you speak the truth, you die. That is what this lady is afraid of. Because once she says the truth, somebody will just come and buy her and ask her, why do you say the truth on the morning your TV station? That is not what you're asked to do. They've given you a paper what to report. Why do you turn it upside down and report another thing? That is why you don't have investigative journalism in Nigeria. There's no investigative journalism in Nigeria. Not one. If there's anyone doing investigative journalism in Nigeria, he's using it to collect money from the governors and the senators. Once you find out the evil that they are doing, you tell them, I have record of this, I have record of that, you have to do something, Oga. You have to do something. And when the person don't want to buy you because of what you know, he will threaten you and say, if I pay you off and any day I see this thing, I will buy you. And the person will go and collect the money and trash the information. Nobody will need to know about it. That is why this thing continued unabated. Where else in the world will people be receiving 30,000 minimum wage and the governors are sharing 30 billion? Who does that? Who does that? Not as a, what will I even, not as a budget, not as a yearly budget or as a allocation that is sent to them for them to use and they work on in their state, because everything is in Abuja. That's why Obaseki said they go to Abuja every month to share money. Are you getting the point now? That is the system that the Biafran Republic government in exile has come to make sure that they abolish it. so that the people of Biafra will breathe for the very first time in their life. And that is what our Prime Minister is doing. And this evening, he will be speaking to us on the Biafran coin. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. We'll be streaming it here. He will be live on X Space on Twitter. That is where it will be happening. Do well to endeavor yourself to be there. So, Biafrans, listen to this lady. Remember, nobody is imposing any seat at home. Biafrans, just like they demonstrated of recent, saying that they are not interested in protest, that this is the only way they protest. They are just demonstrating to you how they have seated at home for 3 years. They always cook nkwobi, kill cows, some will kill goats, some will kill chickens, some will kill a lot of things, and they will be eating and enjoying with their family. That is how that day is a holiday for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody is imposing it on them.
Also urged the federal government to collaborate to the National Assembly. The Nigerian Senate has condemned in totality the sit-at-home order imposed on states in the southeast region. Its impact on the economic welfare of the citizens.
The economic welfare of the citizens is what you're seeing. Look at that picture with Ababio. That is the economic welfare of the citizens. Did you see any citizen there? What you saw there is the governors to share 30 billion. And they are frowning at it because the thing was made open. So the citizens of Nigeria are the senators and the governors, the presidents, and those that find themselves in the political system. Those are the citizens. Every other person is not. Once you mention all these ones and you give them money, the money circulates in their pockets, the citizens are finished. So this is the citizens that they are fighting over the years to protect. This is the citizens that they are fighting to protect that made them to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The citizens they are fighting to protect is these people that are sharing 30 billion that you're seeing here. Those are the people that are the citizens. You that are carrying Nigeria on your head, you are not a citizen because I can't see you here. I can't see you here. I didn't hear that the youths of Biafra or the youths of Lagos, that they sent them 100 billion to share and they are sharing it. I've never seen anything like that on the news. Or you wake up one morning as you have account in so the only economy of Nigeria that I know that these people has been crying for is that they are no longer getting enough billions to share. They are no longer getting enough billions to share. Just listen to that video. You will hear what somebody will say there. Just listen to this video. You'll hear what one of the senators will say. That this economic meltdown of the Southeast is actually something that they need to look into, because it is a very big problem, because it's like the Southeast is the economic hub of Nigeria. Listen, it's a Yoruba man that said it. Listen.
To collaborate with the Finnish government to extradite Simon Ekpa for prosecution, considering his involvement in the matter.
These are Umolodo Nagro Aukwa. You are extraditing a man that have done nothing. Then the criminals you have with you, the terrorists and all the things that are balkanizing Nigeria, you don't have a solution to it. The only solution you want is that you're disturbing Finland government to collaborate with the Finland government to extradite Mazi Simon Ekpa to face judgment. Which judgment? These people need, if you wake up here, gbaa ha ọgwụ n'isi ka ma enweta ụbụrụ ya ba ha n'isi atọ. These are brainless people. Brainless. I'm telling you. You are extraditing somebody. These people that are sharing 30 billion. Did you know you need to extradite them to prison? Send all of them to prison. Or extradite them to countries that they have committed one crime or the other and run away and hide. Because Nigeria is an entity that hides criminals. If not, tell me, give me one good reason why terrorists will be integrated into the army. And the terrorist, the head of terrorists from Hamas, visited Nigeria and was gallivanting, moving from one television station to another, and nobody said anything. They are welcoming him with open arm, giving him everything, and at the end of the day, as he's going, they will give him a transport fare in billions of US dollars. And they have been doing this over the years. That is the economy that they are crying for. Not that they are crying for economy because they want to better your life. Your life that they have not bettered for 60-something years is today that they will wake up to better it. It is not true. They are crying because they are no more seeing enough billions to share.
Amidst protests in the southeast over the city.
This is a big lie. A big lie. There were never a protest in anywhere in the southeast over sit at home. The only protest that the southeast has been observing is sitting at home to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sitting at home to demand for unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Biafra referendum that we are already conducting and voting for our self-referendum already. And the rest for that level. That is the only sit at home, and that is the only protest that have been ongoing in the southeast. No. So, Biafrans, we are already coming in the next 5 minutes. We are going to drop the broadcast, and after our Prime Minister, we will come up again with
also
things as it is happening. We will be bringing it for you. Let's listen to Tumokoko.
The Senate says it is worried by this disturbing trend, which has significantly affected the economic stability
of the
region and its citizens. And there are fears that if this issue is allowed to fester, it could degenerate to a national crisis.
Senate should condemn the sit at home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of Simon Ekpa, who is the gang leader. 2.
The Senate should condemn the sit at home in totality. The sit at home is affecting the economy of the citizens, and if it were allowed to fester, it will be a national problem. 30 billion that you guys are sharing on daily basis is not a national problem. Or is the money that you're sharing, is it your money? Is it not the money of the masses? Have you ever for once say, let me show pity, like the other day that you guys asked, should we allow the poor to breathe? Those that want the poor to breathe should say yes, and those that don't want the poor to continue to breathe, they should suffocate to death, should say no. And you guys, some of them highly say yes. I was thinking that day you will punch 10 million into the account of the citizens, because almost 95% of the citizens has an account. or let me say 80%, have account in different banks. I was thinking that you will order CBN to punch in 10 million into the account of the citizen for them to breathe. But you only say, should we allow them to breathe? If you want to allow them to breathe and you're still sharing 30 billion, 30 million, and the trillions of naira that you guys are looting on daily basis, that means, I wonder, had it been you guys voted that you want to suffocate them, what would you guys have been doing? That means you will just press something in the air, everybody will just buy at the same time. Then you will now have all the whole land for yourself, where you harvest gold and minerals and other things. You sell it and share the money in dollars. Where people should protest, they will not protest. You're only protesting that you're hungry today, but you're seeing your senator that is representing you as a hungry man. You're seeing your governor representing you as a hungry man, sharing 30 billion when you don't have up to 2,000 naira in your account. And you did not protest. You did not rise to the occasion. The only thing is that some of you that cannot reason and listen to them when they are talking about Simon Ekpa, you'll be spitting from all over the place, from your gutter stinking mouth. You'll be spitting everywhere, talking about a man that is standing tall to fight for his people. Maazị Simon Ekpa and Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will keep on standing. And very soon, in a couple of months, Biafra will be here. And all of you that fought Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, that fought Simon Ekpa, will be ashamed of yourself as at what Biafra is going to be. Because some of you will request for Biafra visa and it will not be given to you. And when it's being given to you, you come to Biafra, what will be coming out from your mouth is, wow, wow, we know. We know. Some of you will now change and say, we know. That time that they were saying this, I was one of those that said that Biafrans need to go because what they need is development. They are the only people that have been developing everywhere. You will lie that time. But we will catch you because some of the statements you're making, we are documenting them for you. On a very faithful day, we will show them to you and tell you the things you have said and the things you have done. The economy of Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria, the economy of Southeast, the economy of Southeast. Look. So Biafrans, lovers of freedom, we have only 10 more minutes to the time our Prime Minister will be on air to tell the Biafrans what benefits they're going to have in this Biafran coin that have been adopted by the government, that the parliament has voted for, and they adopted it to be a working document, something that should be established and start working immediately. Like the Prime Minister promised that this month is going to unveil this digital currency so that the Biafrans will begin to enjoy what they have not been enjoying before, so that their money will no longer be disvaluing as it is doing today. So Biafrans, I salute each and every one of you. I will be expecting to see you by 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Biafran time this evening after our Prime Minister finish his speech. By 8 o'clock, we'll be here. I expect you to be here then. As you come in, share, like, subscribe so that you'll be receiving a notification from us. Remember, Simon Ekpa is the good guy. Simon Ekpa is the man that is standing on behalf of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that the Biafrans are safe, like you can see today. There's no IDP camp in Biafra land, all over Biafra land. But there's IDP camp in where all these senators that are here telling you about the economy of Nigeria, there's an IDP camp all over the place. Those ones are not a national discourse.
is not a concern that the national, that the Senate should discuss. No, the only thing that is their headache is that the money that they are sharing is now reducing. The money is reducing. That they still have 30 billion to share is not enough. They need it in trillions, and they don't need anybody to know about it. That's why they have frowned to the Akpabio in several occasions. The other one is the Senate frowning to Akpabio. This one is the governors frowning to Akpabio. We will be back. God bless you, Biafrans. Remain focused. Our destination is Biafra, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. God bless you, and see you very soon.